Hello everyone, it's Sherry Truler with Red Apple Auctions. I am hoping that you're going to be able to hear this. I'm having some problems with sound quality, but it's a juicy idea, so you're going to enjoy it if you can hear it. I'm calling this Ring-a-ling because it is an idea I'm stealing from the walk-a-thon people, and it's wonderful. No one among my clients is doing this, and I think it would be phenomenal for getting some great volunteers, in-kind donations, all kinds of things. And I will explain how it came about here first. Now, some of you probably have friends, as I do. I've got one in particular who every time she reaches out to me, she's looking for money. It's either in relation to a multi-level marketing thing that she's just gotten involved in, or something of a personal nature that she needs sponsorships, or in this case it was a charity, it was for a walk-a-thon, and to be honest, I turned her down. But I know that she will get other people to sponsor her because that's how these walk-a-thons are. They're fabulous at getting, just a small group of people can really raise a lot of money if, someone is walking or dancing or whatever the a-thon might be. And some of these organizations raise hundreds of millions of dollars through the a-thon. And a couple of weeks ago then, I was talking to a business acquaintance, and he's been doing some investigation of his own into these a-thons. He thinks they're kind of at the peak of their trend right now. But he says, well, you know what it is? It's fabulous because it's the social aspect raising the money. It's not that the charity goes out and raises the money. It's the individual reaching out to their friends for sponsorship. And indeed it is, right? If this is you and you're getting money to pledge per mile that you walk, you're going out to your friends, and you may even convince this friend over there she's going to get her own team together. So it's a way for these charities to make a lot of money. But there is a downside, and that is that the allegiance is oftentimes with the person who is at the core here. So if I'm giving money, for instance, to my friend Terry, and Terry is participating in a walk-a-thon, and Terry decides next year she's not going to do it because she's going to go support some other charity, my allegiance is with Terry, not with the charity. And this is what prompted, I don't know if you read his blog, he's got some fun stuff on there, and this one I particularly liked. Tom Belford of The Agitator was writing about this whole concept of the a-thons. And he dislikes, and I'm quote, that it's difficult, if not impossible, for organizations to subsequently build any direct relationship with these donors. Because remember, your allegiance is with your friend, not with a charity. He teases that the contributors should be called, maybe instead of calling them donors, maybe they should be called owners because of this unique relationship they have. And if you want to read his full blog, you can do so. I put the link down here at the bottom of the PowerPoint, so you can check that out later. Now, there were several comments on his blog post, and the first one was from a gentleman out of the UK who had this brilliant idea that I'm like, oh geez, we should be doing this for charity auctions. His name is Paul de Gregorio, and he wrote about his success that he has after these a-thons. I think they do a walk-a-thon. After their walk-a-thon, he is able to convert a number of the participants into monthly givers. And he does that by following up with them on the phone, and he advocates that when you do it, you need to make sure that the script, what you're talking to them, what your volunteers are reading from, however you're going to set this up, that the script elicits the emotions that the donor felt the day they participated in your event, followed by an explanation of how he or she might continue their support in a different way. Well, that makes sense. If you're one of the walkers and you were able to, walk, is it the breast cancer that, you walk like 60 some miles in 3 days, that's quite an accomplishment. So not only are you exhausted, but you're exhilarated, and if you can get people to remember back to that, they're probably going to be more likely to roll into monthly givers. So that's his point. But I was like, oh my gosh, we could do this for our auctions too, because there have been a number of times where people who haven't even attended auctions before have gone ahead and gotten involved the following year because they had such a great time at the auction they wanted to get involved. You can be dialing for dollars here, and if you were to reach out to all of these gala participants, I know that they're the ones that are that have more gumption will be reaching out to you to participate. Those are the ones I hear about. But I bet there's people there that are sitting there in the gala that had a great time, and if you were to call them and remind them of that, they would get involved. You could get volunteers for your next year's gala. You might get in-kind donations out of it. You could develop sponsorships, advertising. Who knows, 3 years down the road, you might even have yourself a new gala chair, and it started from dialing for dollars after the benefit auction is over. So there's my big idea here for this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll test the sound quality here to make sure that it works. If you're looking for other great information, head over to the website. That's at redappleauctions.com. I do have a free procurement-related gift for you over there that I know you'll love. Thanks for watching. As always, good luck to you in your next charity auction.